Hi, we're in Waterloo today, where the battlefields of the famous battles were. At the back you can see a beautiful mount with a lion on top in memory of Wellington, and on the left side, beautiful building which has a beautiful memorial as well. The fields today are used to make hops and malt for a local beer called the Waterloo beer, the beer of bravery. And today we're going to walk up that mount and have a view of the region as well.
My name is Anthony Mason. I'm the author of the new Brat Guide to Waterloo and Beyond, which is a new tourist guide to the Battle of Waterloo, about the battlefield itself, but also about the town of Waterloo and where you can stay and where you can eat. And so, in other words, if you're visiting the battlefield of Waterloo, it gives you all the background that you need, succinctly in 72 pages. Plus all the tourist details that you need to make something of your visit. So I'm standing here. What you see behind me is the battlefield of Waterloo, where Wellington and his allied army of about 65,000 troops faced Napoleon and his army of about the same number, about 65,000 troops. And actually I'm standing on the more or less the line that Wellington's army took with their infantry and their artillery, and to my right where the cavalry were lined up. So on the 18th of June 1815 the two armies clashed, and the result was eventually a victory for Wellington and the Allied army against the French, and the final defeat of Napoleon, the end of the Napoleonic Wars. But it was very much an Allied victory, not a British victory, because as Wellington himself admitted, it was a damned nice thing, he put it, a very delicate thing, a very close battle. And the battle started about 11:30 in the morning and ran all day until in the late afternoon the French threw in a final charge by the Imperial Guard, which was defeated, and after that Napoleon fled effectively, and that was the end of the battle. But Wellington really could not have achieved that if it hadn't been for the Prussian army, who also had also numbered about 65,000. By the time they reached Waterloo, they were about 40,000. But that made all the difference to the final defeat of Napoleon.
The memorial was built in the years 1824 to 1826 by order of the King of the Netherlands. And it is built right on the spot where his oldest son, the Prince of Orange, got wounded in the Battle of Waterloo. And it represents the Dutch lion that is actually facing towards France and is symbolically guarding the rest of Europe against the aggression of France.
Behind me now is what's called the Lion Mound, which was raised by the Dutch on the site where the Prince of Orange, the young Prince of Orange, a general for the Dutch army, was wounded at the Battle of Waterloo. And it's really effectively the most significant monument of the battlefield of Waterloo, and a kind of icon of the Battle of Waterloo.